We got two polar opposite cars, V8 turbo, 4,000 pounds, 4 cylinders, stick shift, 2,000 pounds. Are you concerned about being front wheel drive and having no traction? Or do you think it'll go on down?
I've never done a really like a no prep on a front wheel drive.
Jason Andrade's early 70s El Camino. Don't know a lot about the setup, but I bet you it's got a really big turbo and 8 cylinders in it. We got Michael's all-wheel drive Civic. Where it is, it runs mid-8s. Probably, I'm guessing, about 175. It is an all-wheel drive stick shift car. Stick shift versus auto. Classic import versus domestic matchup.
Don't miss our new event, King of the Open Road, coming to Arizona, September 22nd.
Hey TRC race fans, it's J-Rod right here in the Great 405, bringing you a TRC Invitational right here in Oklahoma. First off, I want to say thank you to our great sponsors, Real Street Performance, Manly Performance, and Platinum Racing Products. As most of you know, since you're a race fan much like me, we're losing racetracks at an alarming rate all across the country. We've got to do our part as racers and fans, so we've got to put butts in the seats, we've got to put racers in the lanes, we've got to do what we can to keep these places open. So we're going to put at the bottom of this video, we're going to put a link to Thunder Valley Raceway Park. Check out a local event out here, whether it's a test and tune, a King of the Open Road event, Outlaw Armageddon event, whatever it may be, do your part at home and support these tracks. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna get out here and we're gonna make a couple passes. So remember a while ago I mentioned I was gonna bring a couple badass racers. Well, these are two of them behind me. Jason Andrade's early 70s El Camino. Don't know a lot about the setup, but I bet you it's got a really big turbo and 8 cylinders in it, and anything that he owns isn't gonna be slow. We got Michael's all-wheel drive Civic, something I'm a little more familiar with. Obviously got a root for the import guy, but I've never seen this car run. Didn't even know it existed in Oklahoma City until a few days ago. Where it is, it runs mid-8s. Probably, I'm guessing, about 175. It is an all-wheel drive stick shift car. Stick shift versus auto. 8 cylinders versus 4 cylinders. Classic import versus domestic matchup. Cannot wait to see it. Make your bets, write them down now. Let's see who gets to the finish line first. Long time no see. I know you pretty well. Michael, first time meeting you. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
coming out for the TRC Invitational.
Oh,
Jace, meet Michael. Michael, meet Jace.
Nice to meet you,
How's it
man.
going?
Thank you guys for coming out. This is the first one we've done in Oklahoma. Obviously, all-wheel drive Civic. I'm guessing LS powered El Camino?
Yeah, just an old truck motor in here, you know.
All right, so tell me about what's under the hood of this. I see some LS coil packs. So.
Yeah, it's just a stock 6.0. Well, a stock board space 6.0 is what I should say. It's a rod and piston 6.0, stock 317 heads, a 94 FIS turbo, power glide transmission. Nothing really special about it.
With a motor plate and a raglet zip tie.
Well, yeah, I had an oil leak, so I had to get a couple of rags and zip tie that down.
Okay. So I see a funny car cage, so I'm guessing it's certified 749?
It's not really certified, but yes, it should certify to 750.
So what trans?
Don't tell anybody else that.
We got a glide or a 400 in it?
Yeah, a reed case, power glide, 180 straight cuts.
A 9-inch, I assume?
Nope, 12 bolt.
12 bolt, okay.
Yeah.
Keeping it
12
old school.
bolt, stock suspension style, 373 gears.
So obviously you and I, we've known each other a long time. We've done a lot of racing and together. Have you ever raced an all-wheel drive Civic?
I have not. I've raced a Subaru.
Subaru, and you're.
I had a nitrous backfire.
Boom!
Blew up a motor against an all-wheel drive Subaru.
And it's really funny you say that. So Sean was supposed to bring the Subaru, and he grenaded the oil pump.
I know,
so
I
Michael
was
was
gonna him up too.
on deck. You're listening, Sean. He's talking. So yeah, it should be a really cool deal. Michael, have you ever raced a turbo LS of this caliber?
I'm not sure of this caliber, but I've raced a couple.
He's like, let's bring it on, mother.
Well, hey, I'm down for anything. So
Yeah,
I've been beat before, so it ain't no big deal.
You're not gonna pop
I'm just
cherry.
here to have fun.
Yeah, tell us about this. Obviously, I assume a B18.
Yes, sir. A B18 C1 with a Golden Eagle sleeves. Still a steel rod. Just a simple head setup with the valves and GSC springs. Nothing crazy. Stock port.
What cams?
Cams are Skunk 2 Tuner 2s.
Okay. And it's still what stroke? 2.0?
It has a LS crankshaft, so it's Yeah, it's like right under a 2.
Not kind of his.
It's got a L.
Yeah,
Hold on. It's got an LS crate trap?
Integra LS.
Oh, my bad,
so what
sorry.
they call a LS in the
I
Honda
heard
world.
LS.
We took a 4.8,
yeah.
we chopped the some bitch in half, got a real long stroke on it. No.
Yeah, my
So-
bad.
It's 89 stroke versus 87.
Okay, so what computer's in Honda?
Fuel-Tech F550.
Okay, 550 there, and obviously it's all-wheel drive. Who's all-wheel drive setup?
Freelander drive shaft with a wagon rear diff.
Okay, and what trans is in the car?
It is a Gearx 5-speed or 4-speed, dog box built by Spike Rat Translab Performance Transmission.
So obviously it's all-wheel drive. Like I said, I don't know this car a lot. It's surprising being here in Oklahoma. What's your best ET in this car?
8.6 at 167.
167. So it should be pretty good because I'm not sure Mr. Andrade's got enough gear to go quarter mile.
Yeah, well,
I
she's
don't-
turned down a little bit now because on the street tires. You know,
Yeah,
so
I don't really quarter mile race, so
we'll see what happens.
we'll
He's
just
gonna be
see what
banging
happens.
gears.
Yeah,
I'll bang a couple.
gotta hit every gear.
So obviously, hey, let's figure it out. What kind of race you guys want to start off with?
I'm down for a dig.
Okay, yeah, dig. Are we doing quarter? Or how
Yeah,
you want to do
quarter
it?
mile.
First one.
First
heads
one,
up,
do a quarter
yeah,
mile heads
yeah.
up. You guys want to put
fine
any
with
skin
that.
on it?
Works. I'm down for $100.
Okay, yeah, I got 100.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
that's
Let's
cool.
lock it in.
All right,
All right,
awesome.
Let's put them in the lanes. Be safe.
you're gonna have
Awesome.
to take it easy on me. All right.
I shall try.
I got a feeling Jason's gonna f him up. Well, kind of as I expected, Jace has all the seat time in the world. The car's well lined out. That's an easy $100 for Jace. So we're gonna bring them back and see what they think. All right, Michael, so tell us what happened.
Well, it bogged off the lines. I don't really know what happened because
where you
jar
at?
hop was good.
Were you on your target boost and all that? Was where it should be and it just bogged?
Felt like it, yeah. So I don't really know what happened. I'll just have to look at the log and see what happened.
Do you have a way to adjust that so we can have another race?
Yes, sir.
So what'd you think? Good pass?
No, it spun first gear, and then I shifted in second, and I was racing like he was right beside me. I didn't know where he was. I was afraid he was going to be coming on the top end.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he had enough RPM and boost in it, and it bogged when he let off the clutch.
So, yeah,
And that's all she wrote. You have a little bitty motor and a turbo that big, it's got to be right.
yeah, no.
So he's going to pull the log, see what it is. I'm sure you're going to want to cool your car off a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to cool it off, pull a data log,
Yep.
make a decision on how we can get it to actually leave. I got slicks in the trailer, and we might have to switch it to it.
Yep. While we do
Right.
that, let's chat between the drivers and figure out what
Okay.
you guys want to do for the second round.
I'll probably just have to do it.
Were you all the way up on the two-step or anything? I didn't want to.
I think
I didn't
so.
want to rush
Yeah.
you or nothing. So
I'm pretty sure I was.
that's what I was afraid of whenever I
Yeah.
got to the end.
Yeah.
I was afraid I rushed you and you
It's
didn't get
never
all the way up
bogged
on
like
the
that on this
two-step.
setup yet, so I'm curious to see what happened.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
put a little more RPM in it, and then at
Yeah,
Jace, you
right.
guys figure it out. Maybe if you need to leave to make it a little bit, we're just looking for a fair race. Try to make it as competitive as possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever you think you need, I don't know. Or if you want to make a test pass or test launch or something,
Yeah, I just need to.
that's fine. You know.
To have my tuner look log real quick.
Welcome, gentlemen. I know it's August. I know it's hot, but we're out here doing what we love and we're racing. Thank you guys for coming. Derek, good seeing you again. Alex?
Yep, thank you.
Awesome. Do you guys know each other?
No, I'm Derek. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, thank you guys, like I said, for coming. I tried to get two polar opposite cars. You guys didn't know who you were racing when you showed up. And obviously, V8 turbo, all motor Honda. I'm going to let you guys tell us a little more about it. Derek, tell us about your car.
Thompson Motorsport motor, LS motor. It's got an 8896 on it. Pump gas, E85. Man, I drive it everywhere.
What trains is in it?
It's got a turbo 400 in it. It does have a brake in it. But other than that, man, besides the slicks, it's tagged, insured. I mean, blinkers. It's got radio. I mean,
Looks like it's all metal glass real deal street car.
Oh yeah, leather.
How
leather
heavy
seat.
is this car?
4,300.
4,300. And what kind of power do you think it makes?
About 800.
800 wheel?
Yeah.
Is that like 800 like on the streets, or is that really what it makes?
It made 3 weeks ago. It made 881.
881.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't as hot. So yeah,
No.
probably 800 wheel.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Have you have it down the track before?
I have not. I've made 300-foot hits in it.
Okay.
So yeah, quarter mile is not normally my game.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Alex, so tell us about yours. I know it's a front-wheel drive car.
Yep.
I don't know a lot about it, except I've seen it make some hellaciously fast passes at World Cup finals a couple years ago. So I know this car is like a top 10 in the front-wheel drive all motor deal, so tell us about it.
Yeah, this one back in 2019, we set the world record, 941 at almost 146. It's like 145.9. We run the 106 stroke crank, so we get a weight penalty. We had the car parked since 2019, and now there's a couple cars faster. We're number 7 on the list, but they're all 99 strokes, so they all run at 1,800 pounds, and we're at 2,000 pounds. But yeah, I mean, we're the only one left with the 106. We've been debating we might have to go down to the 99 because 200 pounds is like a lot. And right now, we have a lot of friends in the all motor class. I know the power that they're making, and right now at this moment they're making more power than us, and we're running 200 pounds heavier. So it's a no-brainer,
you know. Like riding a bicycle uphill on ice. You can't get any traction.
We used to street race a lot back in Puerto Rico, and we had we would race, and if the cars were like identical with the passenger, we would tell the passenger to get out on the highway, and then we would start pulling on top, and that's, 150 pounds or whatever. You can imagine 200, and this class is very, very competitive. So something that I think we're gonna have to go down to 99.
So is it a B series or K series?
K series.
K series.
It's a K24 with the 106 stroke crankshaft. That's a 2.7 liter engine.
And it's still a transmission. It's not like a Liberty or a G-Force.
It's a H pattern PPG dog box style. So I mean, we can do the no lift shift with this ECU. It's a 4-piston built. Right now in the heat, it's making like 430. It's made a little bit more around the November time.
And what's this car weigh?
This one right now, the sticker even says it. This one, when we set the world record, is 1950, and right now they're trying to bump us up at the different classes. Right now it's 2,000 pounds. So even World Cup right now raised it up to 2,000. So they're bumping us up 50 more, and we're making a little bit less power right now. So
obviously the track, it's hot. It's not going to be there. Are you concerned about being front wheel drive and having no traction, or do you think it'll go on down?
I've never done a no prep on a front wheel drive. I mean, with this new ECU, I mean, we have some type of limiter still. Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I've never done no hits at all with no prep.
So obviously, this first race, what are you guys looking for?
I mean, gotta see where we're at. Heads up,
just to see where we're at.
Do you have a lane preference? You need to go in first, or build boost, or any of that stuff?
I got to build boost. I've never turboed before. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm still trying to play with this whole bump button and trans brake buttons, and I'm a nitrous guy. So
on this one, it's not like the turbo car. So this one, I'm like, when I'm in, I'm ready. So I don't have to build any boost. So I mean, if you need to go in first, or if you need to go in second, just let me know, and I'm down for whatever.
I mean, second would probably be better for me. Just like I said, so I can build boost, and hopefully I don't bump past it. Okay. Because I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
what's going on here.
If I could get that left lane like last time, I mean, it's just like a visual deal. If you want, it doesn't matter. I mean,
as long as we can switch later on, because I mean, right lane's blocked by the pillar and stuff. So
okay. Well, cool. Awesome. Get your gear on. Be safe more than anything, and let's have a good race.
All right, buddy.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Right.
So this will be an absolutely outstanding race. We got 2 polar opposite cars, V8 turbo, 4,000 pounds, 4 cylinders, stick shift, 2,000 pounds. I can't wait. I don't even know what's going to happen, but I'm going to ride with the Civic. Oh man, Alex got out on him. Derek just came around him on the end. I think Alex missed maybe 4th out there. That was, man, I can't wait to see the GoPro footage. That was an upset right there. Man, he got a great light. Went 149 to Derek's 216. Got him in the short track, got him into the 330, missed gear, and done deal. Very cool.
What happened? I saw you lay over.
The fourth gear, like the straight setting, I think it was spinning in third like really bad, and when I tried to put fourth, it didn't take it. And then I tried to put it in again, it didn't go in, so I let it coast.
Yeah, I saw
It was
you.
spinning.
I saw you kind of nose over, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
if I was going like this, and I was like, I'm not getting out of it.
Yeah, man, that's never happened on this car, but it was spinning all third gear.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
I tried
is this something you think you can address and get it figured out?
Yeah. Like I'm just gonna not use the strain settings for right now and just clutch the car.
So since you got him by 3 or 4, are you going to give him 3 or 4 this hit?
Hell no, because he had me about 3 or 4 before he laid over.
So what do you guys want to do this one?
I mean, I want to do another heads up one,
Yeah.
especially after we look at data. He needs to look at data.
Yeah.
Kind of go from
Yeah,
there.
it's fun really bad. I'll do another like heads up and stuff. I mean, it was spinning really bad, but yeah, I don't think the strain likes it, like when it's spinning. It won't, it just
Makes
won't
sense.
go
At
in.
10,000 RPM.
And 5. Yeah.
Well, cool deal. Awesome. Well, let's do it.
All right.
Good race, man.
So obviously Michael in the Civic had an issue. Jamie Marsh, his tuner, a great Honda tuner from the East Coast, remoted in, made some adjustments. Jace was gracious enough to let the Honda have a 100-foot test hit to make sure his car was going to launch properly. Jace is going to make a 60-foot hit just to make sure everything's okay. They're going to hot lap them basically. They're going to bring them right back to the line, and we're going to run their second race. It's going to be another heads-up quarter-mile race. Civic missed a gear.
I let off on the burnout, something shot up on my windshield, and I was like, well, I wasn't gonna shut it off.
It's that junkyard 6.0.
That 6.0 live. Yeah, shot up on my windshield, and when I got out there, it started spinning, hazing the tires a little bit.
Yeah, he left.
I didn't know where he was. So
Yeah,
I mean, kind of same as first race. I didn't know where he was, and
Right.
I wasn't gonna.
I
wasn't gonna let off and find out.
He missed third, unfortunately, but hey, you got out here, you got business done, and congrats on winning the first 405 TRC Invitational.
Hey, every race you have, I win the first one.
That is true. He won the first
I won
King
the
of the Open
first
Road.
King of the Open Road.
And the one, yep, absolutely.
I won the very first streetcar takeover, and
Yep.
I won the first of this. So I'm good at first.
So it looked a lot better in the short track, but it looks like you may have got down there and missed third.
Yeah, my strain gauge didn't work.
It left like it looked pretty good. How'd it feel?
That would have actually been a badass race if I hadn't relied on the strain gauge.
Were you
and
starting to catch him once you got going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least
well-
I believe I might have been catching him, or it was close. And then once I'm pulling on the shifter and it ain't shifting,
Right.
then he was like,
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Bernie, thank you for coming out. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for coming out
sir.
to the TRC Invitational, and
Yeah, man,
hopefully we'll have you back one day.
awesome, man.
Awesome, man.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
inviting me.
Thank you again
Hey,
for coming
good
out.
luck, man.
Thanks for
We're definitely gonna have to race again. I mean,
Yeah, man, for sure.
So obviously the Civic had a little troubles last time, couldn't get it in gear in the higher RPM. Derek won. But in the short track, the Civic was way out on him. So I think Derek turned it up a little bit. Heads up, race again. I'm gonna ride with the Civic. I'm gonna ride with my boy Alex. Let's see what happens. I think we know what the outcome would have been if the Civic could have shifted, but that's racing. Parts failure, something happened. Derek got the win. 2-0 versus the all-motor, one of the top 10 world's fastest Civics. Awesome episode. Man, so what happened?
Broke second gear.
It broke?
Yeah. I think when I was coming back, I don't know if like a part of the gear went into like fourth. It won't even go into fourth now. It's got first and third.
So is that a pretty common deal with these, or?
Well, it's just, I've never run no prep, so I think it's just the spinning. It just, normally,
Snapped
normally, like even on a prep track at Maryland, if it starts spinning a little bit and you try to put it in a second, boom,
Shatters it.
and that's what happens right now.
And both times you got out great.
Yeah, man.
Like that would have gotten high gear, like fourth
That's
gear.
why they call me Bruce Lee, the light. But I mean, it's just this is a new experience for me. As I said, I appreciate the opportunity. Something different, but as I said, I got the all-wheel drive in the background. So if y'all need something, we're building something in the background right now. So
Awesome.
that one shouldn't spin.
Well, man, hey, thanks for bringing
Hey
it.
man, I appreciate it, man.
Hopefully-
Sorry I couldn't,
No,
make
you're
us a
good.
little bit better, but
You did last time.
yeah. Good run, man.
good run.
Ex-
Happened.
Exploded second gear.
Did you?
Yeah.
I saw it lay over again. I was
Yeah, and
like,
like
man.
it took off pretty good, and then it started spinning, and when I put second, boom! I was like, I already know it. I tried to put it in, it's like, I was like,
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Mine actually came up on boost that time. I got a little happier.
yeah.
So
That's fun. Like I said, I've never done no prep, especially on a front wheel drive, and especially kind of like at this caliber for us. You know, it's just they make a lot of torque, and then they don't weigh a lot, so it's just kind of,
nothing there.
you know, we try to. That's why we go to World Cup. Like the prep over there is amazing. Like Jason Miller and his whole staff is just amazing. Best DA air prep.
Ever.
It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And we
been-
still
I've been there.
sometimes have a
been
little
there.
bit. Like if he has a little bit of tire issue, like spinning, and then you put second, even on a sticky track, he'll do that.
Yeah.
So imagine on a
Yeah.
Slimy one.
but it took off pretty good, even for for no prep, and it just second gear just left the chat.
Well, hey, thanks for
got
coming
me
out. Thanks for being our second TRC Invitational 405 winner.
Hey.
And yeah, thanks for good. Maybe we'll bring Heavy back out and do it again. Turn that bitch up.
Oh yeah. He's over there doing it again. already.
Yeah.
Well, these are our TRC Invitational trophies, brought to you by our great sponsors, Real Street Performance, Platinum Racing Products in Manly. We're going to present this to Derek. He is the winner of the Invitational. Thanks for coming out, my friend. Awesome. Good deal. Once again, we're here at Thunder Valley Raceway Park. That's a wrap. We had Alex Pagan in his humble performance all-motor front-wheel drive Civic versus Derek and his big turbo LS Gen 5 Camaro. Two polar opposite cars. Unfortunately, Civic just did not get it done. Would get out of the box actually surprising a little bit quicker, just having problems with second gear, and ultimately ended up breaking second gear. Would love to see that race ran back one day with that car being healthy, but that's the way it goes. And remember, go out and support those local racetracks. Without people like me, you, the viewers of this video, they wouldn't survive. They're a business, remember that, and they need to make $1. So go out and support them, and we're not gonna have anywhere to race. Thank you guys for watching.